steam engine.
Hi, I'm Brian. You're watching Someplace or Another, and today we're at the Steam O Rama in Halltown, Missouri. Let's go see what we can find. Looks pretty busy.
In here, that plunger pushes it back. And when it hits this line right here, from this end of the
Oh, next year the Case 150 is coming here. I think the spot they reserved is not big enough. I think we'll check out the steam first. What do you think? Since I'm already here. That one's relatively rare. I don't think I've seen one before. Oh, maybe I have. I think I'm gonna get a ride on a steam engine. This guy right here.
I'm getting ready to move.
Did you enjoy that ride on that steam tractor? I did. You're gonna have to pretend you were on there with me. I think we'll go ahead and check out some engines. What do you think? You hear them? Like the Hillbilly Pig Wash is here today. Take my phone out of the case, keep it cool. And you know what I do right afterwards? I drop it. Luckily I'm on dirt. That'll keep you cool. I wonder if that was used for like mine, to keep the air clean in the mine. Or some sort of steel plant or something. Let me know in the comments what you think that fan was used for.
125 horse Cooper Bessemer. It was built in about 1947, and it ran refrigeration for Mid-Am Dairy in El Dorado Springs, Missouri. When it was taken out of commission, our club was able to purchase it for basically scrap price, and we moved it to our showgrounds in Republic. And this here is the first time it's run at this grounds this year. We got it started about a week ago.
On the tractor next, Opal Bonds, on deck, Lawrence Bonds.
concrete mixer.
Order for Opal Bob, second floor, good job, Opal. Dennis, come here, please. On the tractor next, orange logs, go to tractor, on deck. Second floor, 42. On the tractor now, Bay, Dick Laney. On deck, Waldo loading. Dennis, Booth, next time you come.
Just a quick announcement here. We will begin our parade here in about 15 minutes. All equipment operators need to be lining up as we will do as we did yesterday to bring in everything from the rolling in.
Go to the tractor.
We're gonna make a little rope.
Kids to ride in, his wife Mary on the back, and I know his brother and other family members helping with this, but this is free for the kids. This is something we like to do, is entertain the kids. We've got a play area over there this year with basketball and a little corny sandbox, if you will. And but anyway, we try to keep the kids involved, and this is something that Dean and Mary have graciously helped us out with to give them rides. It does not cost them anything. And he's years old, and he's been running that engine for about as long as he's been alive. This engine shipped new to Harrison, Arkansas, where it threshed and was used on a sawmill by Carl and Julie Irving. They used it until about 1948.
They brought it to the show in the 1960s and sold it to a Mr. Jim Gaston, and then Mr. Jim sold it to the club in the
This weekend. They did some work to this whole engine. It's very quiet. It's very smooth operating. How about a whistle, David? A little more big boys on the block here. The big lady family. Yeah, we got a little run.
owned by Rick McGinnis of Stratford, Missouri. And their factory here made a lot of different wagons here. And this is all noise B, and it's owned by Neil Freeman of Rogers, Arkansas. And the operator is Shingle. And we'd like to see tractors all original like this here, because you know, anybody can paint one up and stuff like that. That's a good show. All right, we got a 19. It took them about 20 years to, you know, outnumber the horses. I thought that was kind of an interesting fact. Okay, 1953 Farmall Super C, owned by Lindell and Shelley Mitchell. John Deere 1020 with a 415A plow, owned by David Potter at Buffalo, Missouri. By Lindsay Andrasco of Unita, Oklahoma. Back in the day there, you either get that type of canopy for one, or anytime Jimmy here for looking through all this here. Like I said, we've got, I know, 200s in Granby, Arkansas, and Beta operation factory. Followed up by 1966, just with that 1954 Oliver XO-121 Tribute. Nice original John Deere B here. 1937 John Deere B, owned by James L. Chalmers B. I'm sorry, mate, that would be 1939. L. Chalmers B, owned by 1967 John Deere 110, owned by the Phillips family of RFD out here, doing a lot of interviewing and picture tape of this show also, so that should be interesting. Smith at Jasper, Missouri. Colina and Jeff Richter of Smith, Oliver 66, Rowcroft 1951.
Well, what'd you think of the parade? It was just a little bit of a parade. And I filmed it. I can't even see the screen of my phone. I can't see it now either. All right, let's go check out some tractors. I love this guy's sense of humor. Check out this thing. Y'all ain't right. We cremated. It's his last chance for a smoking hot body. It's a 1939 Ford 9N factory aluminum hood. Got an Oliver boat motor. Huh. That's a New Holland ST166 square baller. Harris Powerhouse four-wheel drive tractor. I'm off in the back corner where they keep the trucks. It's nice they still have the gas station. You know, those trucks use a little bit of fuel. Oh, the conveyor's here. Okay, which truck do you want? How about one that isn't a truck? That is cool. Let's see, there we go. That'll fit in the driveway. Dodge. Cool. You know, it just occurred to me. I said I was walking over to check out the blacksmith. I was thinking about it at least. Walked right past him. Oh, I'm easily distracted.
Everybody was able to afford a meeting and a breakfast together. So they would get together about 5 to 8, however many different families would get together, and they would all thresh at one time.
Thanks for watching today's adventure. I will see you guys someplace or another. That was a fun one. I got to ride on a steam tractor. I forgot to tell you about the flea market. Oh, they got fresh stuff here. This is in the late afternoon. Everybody with common sense has gone home. It's a hot one today. Apparently I don't have any common sense. Actually, I'm headed towards the car now. You guys have a great day. Bye.